driving through Minnesota. I think we're out of Iowa right now, and Preston, Minnesota is coming up, and we're about 18 minutes from Spring Valley, where Almanzo's family was from or lived. I can see the sign for the town, and I think that's mentioned in the books, but so we're here in Spring Valley in Minnesota, and somewhere in this town there is the Almanzo Wilder Barn. There is a museum here that we're going to be going to, so we are getting into Spring Valley, which is definitely back on the Wilder Trail. This would be stop number 3 for us. Burr Oak, and now Spring Valley. Then Walnut Grove will be next. So we're here through downtown Spring Valley. You can see all the old 1800s buildings here in main town, so this would have definitely been roughly what it looked like, but this kind of looks just like the old main town of almost any town in Wisconsin or Minnesota. So this is the Ingalls Wilder Museum at the First Church, Methodist Church Museum. Here's some information. Wilder farmer of Farmer Boy moved here. So this is the the Methodist Museum in Spring Valley, Minnesota, with all of the artifacts for the area and beautiful ornate windows. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, the design of the church, I'm Catholic, and this is almost the exact same design as a lot of our churches, so it's very similar. I'm glad that they let me take a video here, and I asked. Very nice. So I got a communion set here. This is really cool. Some books from the Methodist background and Baptist background. The pulpit. Look at that, a Bible depository. All these beautiful, well-preserved Bibles. Look at that one. That is really cool. Norwegian Bible. Look at its teeth. Here's some information about Almanzo's buddy, Richard Sears, who created the Sears store.
We are, 2 hours from Mankato?
Yeah, it started raining on us. So we just got done with Spring Valley, and supposedly I think we're heading west, but it feels like we're heading east right now. I don't know what's going on. I've lost my sense of direction, but it must be right, 'cause that's where we're headed. So we're somewhere between Spring Valley and Mankato, and there's a lot of road construction going on. We got ourselves quite the drive. Heading straight west. at least the grass and everything is still green. But we're having fun. Lots of road construction, lots of driving. So this has to be, I would think, the same road that they would have traveled with the covered wagons to where Walnut Grove is, because we're going to be going through Mankato, and this is like a straight shot west. So you're looking at the actual land, I would think, and you're looking at the same area that would have been wild, and this is what the prairie is. When she talks about a prairie, this is the prairie. But I don't really see the grasses. It's obviously turned into farms, but like you can see the grasses before it. The grasses are getting longer than what we have at home. And it is really starting to be flat. So now we're into the heart of Minnesota. And I was thinking that by the time we got out here, it'd be a lot more prairie-like. And I'm amazed at how similar to Wisconsin this area is. I was expecting a lot more prairie grasses and long, endless prairies, but I guess that's not productive. It doesn't make money for farmers like corn does. But it's just different than what I had pictured it in my mind. Is it different than what you pictured this in your mind? Or is it about exactly what you were thinking it was?
I guess I wasn't picturing anything, but I'm not surprised. Minnesota's a lot like Wisconsin.
When you read the books, though, she talks about the long, quiet
when did those books take place?
130 years ago?
Correct.
160 years ago.
I don't know when exactly, but right. So it's not going to look the same.
It's true, but still, I mean, this has to be the same road back when this was a wagon trail. Back before that, then I think she said it was a Indian trail, and then a road, and then a wagon trail, but I didn't even notice a difference between Iowa and Minnesota when we went through it. Did you?
I didn't either, no.
I didn't notice a sign. I didn't notice anything different between the places, and I guess that's what's sticking out to me is how our backyard is indistinguishable from some of the places that we're traveling to.
Yep.
And it was like when we went to some of the other writer sites, maybe it's not so much, well, maybe the place was really, really unique at one time, but it might be the way that the writers are talking about them. It's confusing, I'll say.